Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. My name is Patrick Rooney. My channel is called The Lunchtime Club and I am a filmmaking student based in Glasgow. So today I'm going to talk to you about the lessons you learn while staying in student accommodation. Now I've stayed in student accommodation for like the past 2 years of studying in Glasgow, and the lessons I've learned have totally shaped me as a person. I think that sharing these experiences, a lot of you who have stayed in accommodation will be able to relate to these lessons, as well as others if you're just starting out in accommodation. So hopefully you'll all enjoy this video anyway. So the first lesson out of 5 is confidence. I know that moving out of your own home and going to live by yourself can be quite a daunting task. I know for me it was quite a daunting task to move away to a new city, away from a small town, on my own, kind of staying out in student accommodation with people I've never met before, living in a flat of 5. That all seemed very daunting and I was understandably quite nervous at the time. But it lets you become the most confident version of yourself that you could be at that time. As you live throughout student accommodation, you just become more and more confident to be the person that you always wanted to be. And that's never a bad thing. Unless you want it to be like a serial killer or something, that might be a bad thing. Lesson number 2 is that for you and for everyone's sake, clean up after yourself. Now, not only does this reduce your chances of becoming ill, which, let's face it, is quite high in student accommodation anyway, especially when you first move out, you freshers lot. Cleaning up after yourself is also a huge favour to your flatmates. If you're in a shared kitchen and you leave dishes and that around, you're going to get on people's nerves. But also cleaning up after yourself in the kitchen or in your room, anything like that, making your space, your environment clean as possible, is going to make you more productive, it's going to make things less stressful for you, you're going to have less things to worry about. So really, cleaning up after yourself, you're doing yourself a huge favour and you're doing everyone else a huge favour, and you're not getting ill. Number 3 is that being rude just doesn't work out. With so many students and so many types of people living in the same building as you, it's understandable that things might get a little bit heated, or you might have a misunderstanding, and it can be stressful when you first moved out. But being rude, especially to your flatmates or anything like that, just does not work out at all. I've seen things through other people's perspective. They might have a bad experience with flatmates where their flatmates don't speak to them, they don't clean up after themselves, they don't help out, like taking the rubbish out, doing chores. Luckily I haven't had that problem this year, but I have experienced it as well in the past. That isn't good. So being rude just doesn't work out in student accommodation and people won't like you for it. Respect everyone, respect. Number 4, taking things for granted. Now, living at home, I know it's really easy to take things for granted. You get your food made for you, you get your shopping done for you, you get your laundry done, you get all the cleaning done for you, unless you do chores and stuff. But it's completely different when you move out and you have to do it all by yourself. You have to do a shop, you have to do your own cooking, you have to clean up, you have to do all the dishes, you have to do the laundry, hoovering, all of that. That is all yours now. That's another lesson. Appreciate the small things. Don't take things for granted. When you go home after like a month or 2 at student accommodation, you will appreciate it so much that your parents or whoever is at home with you is helping you cook or is doing things for you, like making yourself a cup of tea or coffee or something like that. You appreciate it so much getting treated that way again. Appreciate the little things and don't take things for granted. Lesson number 5 is that you will learn it is the best thing you could have possibly done. Moving out of student accommodation, like I've said before multiple times, it can be daunting, it can be stressful. But if you've never done anything like that before and you feel like it's time that you can be on your own 2 feet, you'll become more confident, you'll become more comfortable in yourself, you're going to have a great time. Like staying in student accommodation, if you're relaxed and chilled and not stressed, you're gonna have a great time. Everyone's really nice, or they should be if you respect each other. Put that lesson in there, you see. You're exposed to so many new things, like meeting new people, learning about new cultures as well with your flatmates if they're from different countries. It's all just a really interesting time and it totally shapes you as a person. That's my lesson number 5. It will be the best thing you've ever done. So, a roundup of those lessons then. Number 1, confidence is key. Number 2, clean up after yourself. Number 3, Being rude just doesn't work out. Number 4, appreciate the small things. Don't take things for granted. And number 5 is the best thing you could have possibly done in your life. So I hope you've all enjoyed this video and that you could relate to some of these lessons, and I'll see you all soon. See you later, guys. Bye.